It is quite shocking to think about that. Many of the top achievers globally today have one thing in common: loneliness. It is perhaps the reality as seen in various careers where a person reaches an apex in his or her career, but then what? If you also feel isolated in the middle of plenty and never-ending to-do lists, you should watch this video and understand why high achievers are lonely and how to strike a healthier lifestyle. If you are a hard-working person who keeps on working and building a better life for themselves and others, this video is for you. We shall discuss how it is like to keep up with the pressure of the high-performance life and how this aspect hampers one's interpersonal relationships. You will also discover why earning money and boosting one's career should not be overemphasized to the detriment of one's health and well-being. Towards the end of this video, you'll better understand how to deal with work-life conflicts. Here you will find working strategies for building relationships, combating isolation, and achieving satisfaction in your career and personal life. Therefore, if you are okay to leave a lone life and embrace balance, let me hear the bell and let's go. When somebody starts the race head first with the goal of delivering high performance and achieving the ultimate result, many do not consider the price that they may pay. Yes, they might climb to be a leading provider of, say, a product or service, reaping the financial and other benefits, but at what cost? More often this constant chase results into loneliness. Imagine a successful businessperson who works for many hours attending business meetings and social events and finding himself or herself alone in the weekends. They may boast of a bright future but lack companionship, empty spaces they can never fill, know how much ever they may succeed. One has to remember that if people decide to become better individuals, they should not end up being isolated and lonely. Furthermore, the expectations of continuing the high-performance line many times causes stress. This is why it is crucial to mention that, as much as it is quaint to desire to become better persons, it is horrible to become alienated from society, as this is nothing but a path to disappointment and shyness. But of course, the performance pressure of such a lifestyle is significantly high. People give up their loved ones presuming that it is fine since they have to work to achieve other accomplishments in their lives. That is why people sometimes do not notice their loved ones slowly slipping away from them, might realize that there is no rewinding the time once it has elapsed. For example, think of a parent who is unable to attend his/her child's play at school due to being occupied in the production of money at the workplace. It can be a very deep kind of regret. It is also important to draw a line between one's career goals and family/friends. They say that life is not all about the next promotion on the corporate ladder. It is important to wash down this celerity with the message that people's satisfaction is frequently found in Gemeinschaft experiences over and above gregarious accomplishments. It is possible that seeking betterment in the working field and at the same time in general overall life can result to a well-lived life. Why can one not take time and set time apart to have family dinner or meet up with friends for coffee? Such actions can add so much value to a person's daily life while still being feasible to do alongside career progression. Before proceeding to describe how success can generate the opposites of happiness in different domains, let's first think about how this singularity can sometimes be disappointing. Hence, when people set their sights on achieving high performance in a particular domain, then they end up in a treadmill of high performance. They fully commit themselves in the career, thus neglecting hobbies, friends, or even family times. Though this commitment can lead to successful outcomes such as a promotion or increased monetary rewards, it often does so by excluding all other aspects of life. For instance, consider a captain of industry who leaves home in the morning and gets back at night with no thought for anything but growing his or her wealth. They may excel in their jobs and be successful in their profession, but how about their well-being? Thus, the more moderate approach could ensure their personal growing that would be beneficial for their work and personal life. On the other hand, those who are able to maintain a healthy balance may not be as successful, but they live a fuller life. It does not matter of doing the best in one or the other aspect, it matters of general quality of life. For example, a person who spends some of his working time and effort in volunteering or in doing something creative at all can find happiness and contentment not just in money or financial richness. They might enable formation of relationships and give a feeling of achievement that can come with professional accomplishments than can be got in other ways. This is the reason why the people need to adopt the concept of having a whole life model of success, whereby you get to build a better life for yourself although you are achieving your career goals. Finally, it is important to realize that one does not have to be felicitated or earn a lot of money to be successful. It's about enjoying the process, which includes the virtue of relationship building that is so dear to my heart. Well, why not make time and step back to think of what is really important in your life? It is a good idea to try, for instance, to engage in hobbies that make one happy or in spend time with friends and family members. It is still possible to leave no stone unturned in your career striving while attaining a minor enhancement in your well-being at the same time. Before we go much further in exploring this concept, some readers may wish to know what is meant by gender, particularly the gender roles that can influence men and women's working lives and identities. In regard to the choice of career, women are known to have certain issues that affect them more than the men. Thus, the passion hybrid career model should be effective in avoiding the approaches that create substantial pressure to combine work and family roles or to denigrate unidimensional, high-obligation careers that people are disposed to avoid due to the existing enormous pressure to balance between paid work and family. This societal expectation may become a very big thorn in the way of women who wish to excel in their career. For instance, a woman may fail to take an opportunity to get a higher position in her workplace since it will require her to travel frequently or to work longer hours, saying that there is nobody at home who will manage the duties. This internal conflict, which is prevalent in employees, can make an individual feel that he or she is trapped between actualization and the need for a better existence outside work. At the same time, men might be ready to lose personal aspects of their life in favor of the professional one. This cultural story tells men that they have to be providers, which makes them pursue professions requiring utmost commitment and long working hours. It does mean that all great financial rewards and ostentatious display of success are attained often at the social cost of being an absent and emotionally unhealthy spouse, parent, and even child. Imagine the man who comes home late in the evening and on the weekend to take his child to school and wife to hospital for a checkup because he thinks they don't obligate him financially. Though he might be providing them with stable financial future, he might be losing a lot of time, which can be very memorable for both of them. This is a very important position to keep in mind when analyzing these dynamics, since despite the pressure being of different nature, men and women have to face it that influences their career and personal lives. The main principle is to use efficient and effective methods in order to maintain positive and effective working relationships. By advocating for discussions about such pressures, one is able to find ways of coping with her path. Therefore, what is wrong with taking some time and thinking about the given situation in one's own context? Is there any opportunity that you could balance the amount of time you spend in working, such as is there a chance that you could work smarter? As it stands, let's find out how these understandings can help people to make decisions that are consistent with the principles they embrace and their goals and potential. As we have seen, the concentration on career achievements results in job satisfaction, but loneliness and individual hardships, and vice versa. The chasing of greatness in one aspect of life demands disproportionate effort. Gender also remains a major influencer of career advancement decisions, work-family balance, and other related issues. Hence, how does one transform her life and escape these patterns to develop a life of joy? The answer, therefore, is in the broad concept of success, in that it considers the totality of life. It copiously embraces the things that one gets to learn in school, and in addition to it, it is all about having passion in what one does, a wholesome goal of friendships and family bonds, and growth of a career alongside one's dream. Despite all the materialistic gains and achievements in one's what is important in life lessons, it is important to pursue things that result in happiness, such as spending time with family and friends. Don't forget, corporate ladder did not mean that our life has successfully reached to the top position that we have dreamed of, but it means our life which is beautifully built according to our beliefs and dreams. Find one day to reflect on your life. Are you bored with everything and nothing to do, or are you bored to loneliness, cannot have friends because you are too busy? Working too much is also a big problem, so there can be restrictions on working hours or on when to eat or use a phone. Practice the things that you love to do, like drawing/painting, going out for a hike, or learning a new language, among others. In effect, people should call or visit their friends or relatives and strive to cultivate those bonds. The truth is that, with steady daily effort, you can build a life which is rewarding in terms of career and personal satisfaction. However, control the way you want your life to be and how length you want your life to be. Do not be pressured by what the society or the norms that are set in place regarding gender to influence your decision. Accept your career and personal life which you want, and try to be happy with that. They want to achieve work-life balance of what makes them happy. If you are willing to be a part of this journey to learning and growth, hit that subscribe button and the notifications button. As a package, let's look for more strategies on how to live a better life and build a better future. Goodbye, everyone. So, have a good night and goodbye. I hope I could bring you some helpful tips here. Until the next episode, keep on being optimistic and pushing ourselves toward success. See you soon.